I call this story, Did You Ever Shoot an Elephant in the Ass with a BB gun? Well, let me tell you something. I went to Saudi Arabia in 1973 for Halliburton to be a seaman. I was making big money, made $825 a month, and I thought I had the world by the table. Well, I worked that desert for a few months, and I ran into a guy from Odessa, Texas, named Cowboy Davis. Cowboy was a gambler. I guarantee you this guy would bet on anything, and he enjoyed it. He played poker with all these big guns in town, and they played poker for a lot of money. Well, with making the kind of money I was making, I didn't have anywhere close to what they had, but then you sit on a drilling rig and you don't have anything to do. When you come down to it, in late in the afternoon or early in the morning or whenever, you sit down and you start playing poker. Well, everybody group up and you get to playing poker. Well, Cowboy had a stack of money that was this high. That guy he had a stack of money that was just simply unbelievable, and he called it his bazooka. Well, he carried that with him everywhere. He had money stuck in his boots. He had it stuck in everything that he had. I mean, to tell you, this guy carried some money with him. And it was just simply unbelievable. They played pot limit, table stakes poker. And it was dealer's choice. Dealer could deal whatever he wanted to play. We played Fiery Cross. We played all kinds of different games that all changed now. Now that everybody plays Texas Hold'em. And I still don't guess I know what the river card is. But when it all comes down to it, pot limit was, if it was in the pot, you could bet it. And if you had your money sitting in front of you, it was table stakes. In the middle of a hand, you could not go to your pocket and bring out any more money. If it wasn't sitting in front of you, you didn't get to bet it. So if you sitting there with $50, that's all you're going to be able to bet on any hand. So old Cowboy, he had him that bazooka stacked up, and I guarantee you that guy, he won a bunch of money just with that bazooka. It helped him that much. I remember one time he invited me over to his house, and he'd say, "Look here, what the boys bought me." Well, old Cowboy had lots and lots of stuff that the boys bought him. It was quite a sight to see what the way Cowboy played poker. He was funny. He was a lot of fun, and still is. He still lives in Odessa, and he's a real good old friend of mine. I mean, it's been a long time that we and I've been buddies. But he offered to teach me how to play poker. Well, that course was really expensive, but I did pick up a few tips from Cowboy. Once I asked him, I said, "Cowboy, well, why do you carry that bazooka with you? Why do you carry so much money?" He looked at me and he said, "Did you ever shoot an elephant ass with a BB gun?" I said, "Well, no." And he said, "Well, it wouldn't get his attention, would it?" And I said, "Well, I don't think so." He said, "Well, if you shot him in the ass with this bazooka, that gets his attention." And so that's the way Cowboy played poker, and he played good poker with it. If you bet $500 at some old boy that's got to worry about buying diapers and paying the rent back home, he may have to think about it and fold the best hand. Well, if he folds the best hand, you're going to win it and pull it off with your bazooka. And that was why Cowboy carried that bazooka. Cowboy didn't win everything, but he did win some good ones. We had a bunch of Somali taxi cab drivers there in Abqaiq, and anytime Cowboy was in town, he would mess with those Somali taxi cab drivers. Well, they was all Muslims, and there was getting ready to be the rumble in the jungle down in Kinshasa, Zaire, between Muhammad Ali and George Foreman out of Houston. Well, old George was a great big boy, and Cowboy knew that he was going to whip Ali. It was just automatic. He knew it, and there wasn't any doubt in his mind. Well, he kept messing with those Somali taxi cab drivers until their bet over the couple of months of building up to this fight, they bet the farm. I guarantee you, Cowboy had money with every one of them. There's probably 10 or 15 of them out there, and Cowboy had a bet with every one of them, and they all knew Ali was going to win, but Cowboy knew George Foreman was going to win. Well, after the fight, all those Somali taxi cab drivers ended up driving new cabs because Cowboy bought them all for him. I guarantee you he lost the farm on that deal. But he was quite a poker player, but like I say, he didn't win them all, but he won his fair share of it. He's still an old and trusted friend, and I love him to death. But I guarantee you, if you're going to sit down poker table with Cowboy, you sure better watch what you're doing, because he's going to get your money, because he's going to shoot your elephant in the ass with a BB gun. Not with a BB gun, with a bazooka. Don't shoot him in the ass with elephant with a... I wish I could say that. Don't shoot him in the ass with a BB gun. Shoot him in the ass with that bazooka.